This is the iPhone 16 Pro, and these are the vegan leather cases from Aulumu with camera control. Unless Google is totally failing me, these are the only vegan leather cases that exist with a camera control button. In this video, we'll focus on the black case, but I'll show you what the white case looks like on the phone near the end of the video. First up is a look at the inside of the case, which is a soft material. I'm not sure what it's made out of, but it is pretty soft, so I think it would do a decent job at helping prevent scratches on the back of your phone. Up in the top corner here is a silicone cooling pad, which conducts heat and dissipates it through this aluminum plate on the outside. There's a super fine layer of mesh here that stops dust from getting in, but lets the heat get out. And for anyone curious, here's a look at the camera control button from the inside. Let's get the phone in the case. Something I noticed with this case right away is that it is one of the tightest fitting cases I've ever used. Like, this case is actually kind of difficult to get off. Here's a look at the left side of the case, which has aluminum black buttons. They're all good and clicky and work really well. On the right side is your side button, which is aluminum as well, and then your camera control button. Something to know about this camera control button is that when you first get the case and you first put it on your phone, it doesn't really work for about the first 30 seconds to 1 minute while it wears in. I think partly because this case is just actually so tight. After that 1 minute goes by, there's no issues at all, and it's actually probably one of the better camera control buttons I've used. Here's a quick look at the cutouts at the bottom for your mic, speaker, and charging port. No issues here with the charging port, even if you have a wider Samsung USB-C cable. Taking a look at the front, there's some pretty decent lip protection going on here. Right now I'm using the phone without a screen protector, and if you added one here, there would still be lip protection to help keep your screen from rubbing against surfaces like tabletops. And then taking a look at the back here, the aluminum camera ring is doing a good job at keeping your cameras from rubbing against surfaces as well. For those of you curious, here's a look at the case from the front, and then here's a look at the case from the back. This case is a really unique design, which I personally like. It kind of gives me Star Wars vibes, and I'm a big fan of Star Wars. Here's a closer look at the aluminum cooling plate. This little red mark here in the corner actually turns colors, so if your phone was to get pretty warm, it would actually turn a yellowish color, which I've personally never seen because my phone's been pretty decent with heat. And then if you look really close up here, you can see the mesh. And then along the back here are some patterns that are debossed into the case. This vegan leather offers a nice soft feel with a decent amount of grip. Alright, so we've taken a look at the black vegan leather case. Now let's take a look at the white one. So here's a look at the inside of the white case. It's basically identical to the black one. Nice soft material on the inside, the silicone cooling pad, and then the mesh here with the cooling vent. Let's put the phone in the case. So here's a look at the case from the front. And then here's a look at the case from the back. The design of the case is the same as the black, but certain features like this writing here are a little more subtle on the white one. Here's a look at the side of the case with silver aluminum buttons. A look at the right side with silver aluminum button and camera control button. A look at the cutouts on the bottom, which we've already gone over. And then we'll wrap up here with a look at the case from the back, tilting it a little here so you can see the debossing a bit better. Now before I forget to mention, these cases are MagSafe compatible. The MagSafe strength I would say is average or just above average, taking a pretty good amount of shake to get it to come off of the case. For everyday use like car MagSafe mounts or desk mounts, there's not going to be any issue with this. Alright, so that was the Aulumu vegan leather case with camera control. If you'd like to pick this case up, I'll leave a link in the description so you can find it nice and easy. As always, I appreciate you spending your time with me. Consider subscribing and I'll see you again.